Manan here. I thought for my 100 subscriber special I'd do an update on my Saryuja Turbo. I was originally going to do a regional report, but I'm going to a regional this Saturday and hope to do better there. Let's get into the deck. So first off, 3 Lone Fire, 3 Scorpio, 3 Venus, and only 2 Sky Blaster this time. It's really bad to draw multiples, and I'm not playing the striker cards, so it doesn't combo with that many cards in the deck, but it still needs to be played because it helps turbo into the 3rd Saryuja. But these should stay the same. Juggler, Clown, Hat Trigger, just really good cards. Ferret, Recover, well, Gloat Ball and Recover. A lot of people don't know what this does. So if you have 5 less cards in your extra deck than your opponent, so if you use 5 cards from your extra deck, you special summon this from your grave by paying 2k and it vanishes when it leaves. So essentially these just help you get into Nat Beast and Barkion, and Ferret helps you get into another Saryuja with those two, which is really good. 3 Shine Balls, shouts to Farfa, Lithium and Olinthio, and then Cobra and Lazuli. So with this build of the deck, I'm focusing on getting +1s for my Saryuja. So so essentially just the put back effect isn't that bad, as well as like getting a Shine Ball back just for to have exactly 4 fairies in the grave for Christia. So Saryuja can use a special on another thing that I'll show you soon. So this was really good. Although my last regional, I lost the last round because this wasn't a Garnet and I couldn't make a Nat Beast against Striker. It was just really unlucky. Only 1 Christia, so I'm still iffy on this ratio because the only reason to play the entire deck is to make 3 Saryuja, so you draw into this, but it just doesn't do as much as another card I'm about to show you. And it's still ridiculously good. Like, my friends who are playing this card always say it wins them games, and I wish like it could do more than just be a brick until I summon it at the end of my combo, but it's still like ridiculously good. Now for the Spice, 3 Thunder Dragon. So shouts to the World Chalice Discord group for recommending this. So essentially you discard this and add 2 to your hand, so it's an automatic +1. And the same reason I'm playing Lazuli is just you get a +1 every time. So when you're resolving the 2nd Saryuja, you have like 8 cards in hand, and that's ridiculous to me. And at any point in the combo, you can spec this off Saryuja and make a Colossus. Colossus plus Spell Negate is usually game every time. So this was ridiculous. Like, this is another reason I cut down Christia, because this is just more versatile. But Christia is still a god card. For the spells, 3 Midbreaker, ridiculous card against Striker, which I think will be like really popular in the upcoming regionals. FTK is still scary, but then again, FTK is like almost like the same principle as Goki, where you have to open multiple hand traps, or they have to get really unlucky for you to beat them. So I'm just gonna focus on playing my deck the way it should be played, and smashing Striker, as well as the only hand trap that hurts is Ash on Saryuja, which is fine by me, to be honest. 3 Brilliant, shouts to Chen for the ultis. 2 Call by for everything, really. Instant, Foolish, 1 for 1, Monster Reborn, Soul Charge. So these cards are broken. This is like, it was in my last profile, but I cut this from the regional, for the regional to play Exodius, and Exodius was garbage. In theory it was good, but in testing, in actuality it was just so bad. And then last card, Imperial Order. So the same, why I'm playing Lazuli is for the +1, and because I couldn't get into Garnet for the Nat Beast, I decided to play this. So when you're resolving 3 Saryuja, you just have this, and you don't necessarily need to make Nat Beast. You can prioritize making Firewall, Colossus, Christia, and Barkion. So I think this is ridiculously good. As well as like, Nat Beast does nothing against multi-roll when it's already face up. So with multi-roll face up, Nat Beast is a vanilla. So that's why I'm playing Imperial Order now. Tokens, shouts to Harrison for these Sky Blaster tokens. 3 Skull Dread, this won't change. Thousand Eyes, Seraph Knight, and Colossus. So we all know what this does, we all know how ridiculous it is, and we all know how ridiculous this is. So It's honestly subpar, to be honest. I much prefer the original Thunder Dragon not having to play this, but it's just a bonus at the end of the day. Nat Beast and Bachyon, still really good cards. Link Rebo, Link Spiders, Imduk. Funny thing is, this has two other effects, but like one of the effects is if it attacks a monster it's pointing to, it instantly destroys it like Catastar. So in theory, you can normal Shine Ball and make this to out a BLS that's under the extra monster zone. That was really fun to do. Shouts to Scottish for pointing that out to me. Ib and Firewall. Okay, so before everyone spams ban Firewall, I only use it for the bounce effect because game 2 and 3, people sided Metayon, so I just bounce the Metayon and I win the game. As well as like against BA and Altergeist, they can out the board by normalling a Miluseek or a Farfar and Alec. So you just bounce it and there you go. As well as like Skyblaster helps make this, so still good. And then Ballsword. I'm debating cutting this, but it's still ridiculously good. So that's the deck. Any suggestions, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.